Now, these batteries are part of an ongoing series of upgrades. You can see from the station, you're looking right at the station. The forward end is right towards the middle section of this graphic. To the far right, that's the port side. That's where they'll be working today. Those batteries delivered on HTV-8, the cargo vehicle lifted off from Japan just 1 month ago. In the unpressurized logistics carrier of that cargo vehicle was a pallet full of 6 new lithium-ion batteries and associated adapter plates. Now, the HTV does have that compartment in the unpressurized logistics carrier to carry up that pallet of new batteries. 2 of the channels, as you can see, already completed. Working on that far port truss. There's 2 channels on that side, the 2B and the 4B channels. Right now, today, we'll be completing the 2B channel and getting set up for that 4B channel. Now, the worksite you see in the green box on the far right, that's at the very far end of the space station. You can see those white boxes, some of the batteries that they'll be working with. That pallet that was carried up by the HTV, held very closely by the robotic arm, and provides a nice workspace for them to grab the new batteries, install them onto the actual truss segment, the part of the station, and take some of the old batteries over. There's a complicated series of maneuvers as that pallet only can fit 9 batteries. There's 12 total old nickel hydrogen batteries that need to be disposed of, so some of them will go back to that external pallet, and some of them will be stored on the adapter plates that connect the lithium-ion batteries adjacent to them as a permanent storage base. Now again, those batteries, you can see the lithium-ion there in blue, the same dimensions, same shape as the nickel-hydrogen, just makes the process of switching them out a little bit easier. They essentially look the same, but they're just a little bit heavier as they contain the lithium-ion technology. Now the adapter plate will be installed adjacent to the lithium-ion batteries with a connector to route that power. Now again, some of the nickel-hydrogen batteries will be put back on the external pallet, and the external pallet will be released from the station by HTV and burned up in the atmosphere, but some of them will be stored on top of the adapter plates as a place to store them, those that cannot fit on the external pallet. Now the main work they'll be doing is, again, upgrading some of the batteries on the International Space Station. You can see here sort of a 2D graphic of what we'll be actually working on today. To the left is the external pallet that's currently in position, held by the station's robotic arm with 9 batteries, or 9 slots at least, on the outside. Previously contained 6 lithium-ion batteries, 2 of which have already been installed onto the International Space Station just 5 days ago on October 6th, when Andrew Morgan and Christina Koch already configured and got a little bit ahead of schedule with configuring some of those lithium-ion batteries. Now, the first set of procedures will be to set up the station, which you can see on the right here, the integrated electronics assembly on the right, with the adapter plate. The adapter plate, again, goes adjacent to those lithium-ion batteries that you can see in green, adapter plates in yellow. The old nickel-hydrogen battery from that slot 4 will be brought over to slot B. Opening up that slot 4, we'll be able to move battery 6, that's an old nickel-hydrogen battery, over on top of the adapter plate. Again, a nice storage area for that, and opens up a slot for some of the next procedures. Opens up a slot for that lithium-ion battery to take its place over in slot 6. Again, those lithium-ion batteries held by the external pallet. Spacewalkers will move that lithium-ion battery over to the empty slot. 3 of the lithium-ion batteries will be on this 2B channel, so that will be the last in this series of 3 on this channel. The remainder of the spacewalks will be taking place on the opposite channel, on the far port truss, the 4B channel. Now, of course, those lithium-ion batteries need adapter plates, so the adapter plate from right underneath will move to slot number 5, and the old nickel-hydrogen battery that it currently resides in slot number 5 will move over to the external pallet. Once they're done with those procedures, they'll just clean up the worksite and make sure everything is configured on the 2B channel. Their final tasks include getting some of the work prepped for the 4B channel on the other side of the far port truss to put the remainder of the 3 lithium-ion batteries on that side. If they get a little bit ahead of schedule, there are get-ahead tasks that they can complete that are both at the port 6 truss worksite as well as the port 4 truss, just a little bit inwards. On the way back, they'll be able to complete some get-aheads. That's if they get ahead of time. Of course, exiting the International Space Station will be number 1, then prepping the worksite, then the series of battery switches that you see there before cleanup, and getting ready to prep that next power channel. Some of the get-ahead tasks you see at the very bottom are just sort of nice-to-haves in this case, but are still very critical to the long-term maintenance of the International Space Station, and those will be located relatively close on the port 6 truss and on the port 4 truss. They'll be able to see what they can get and after they assess the timeline as they go through it.